And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Golden State Warriors. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look now at the Hornets' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And that one against the Bulls, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
Now Golden State's starting five. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. A pair of shooters at the guard, Curry and Hield, and Richard. And for Charlotte, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Knipple out there with Bridges. We're a good ways into the season at this point, Tim, and most of the quality teams now have found their flow, don't you think?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, lineups for the most part are set. Rotations have found their way for coaching staffs. You know exactly how you're going to try to play every night. The teams that are struggling to this point probably have some bigger issues behind the scenes.
But you can have the same names on the jersey, but every season, am I right, is different.
Every locker room is different, every supporting cast, and even the vibe of every season has a different feel to it.
Now, here's Ball. Miller with a wide open look. His three-pointer's off the mark. Right side, Butler. Outside, Curry. Takes a three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And Knipple slams it in.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Curry against Ball. Now, here's Butler. T right on him. Count that bucket.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
Shots good by Miller.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Hield outside. Butler kicks to Richard. Golden State moving it around. I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Stephen Curry hits them both. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. We talked about the mindset needed when squaring off against Jimmy Butler, and Coach said Jimmy is a firecracker. You don't want to set him off or he could explode in your face. I told our guys just to focus on the game and not give any extra motivation out there. We'll see if they prevent Butler from popping off. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Ball feeling it out a bit. And contact down the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
First free throw is good.
And one of the true showmen in the league. LaMelo Ball is so much fun to watch. He can do anything with the rock and is always looking to make a highlight reel.
Second free throw, no good. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season, their worst record in over a decade. So hoping these new additions can help.
Check out the numbers for Miller. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up about 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Bridges kicks the ball. From outside the arc, Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
Well, I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Green passes to Butler, and good that time. Butler's got 8.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
Hornets trail by 3. By Green, and the shot goes down.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Butler. Heel kicks to Richard. Pass to Butler. Now here's Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. 8 points for him.
Well, defending Curry before he catches the ball is so important. He's got such a quick release.
Here's Ball. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Knipple, no good. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They lead by 4. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Here is Miller, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Pass the ball. In the corner, it's Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it. The Warriors pull it in. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series. And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Ball kicks to Bridges. Back to Ball. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by Hield.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a three of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Curry from deep. Doesn't go that time. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Miller. He had 15 points last outing. And Miller throws it down hard.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. The Warriors have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Back to Curry, lets it go from deep. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Charlotte's gone a meager 106 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And who's running onto the floor? Make some noise for your honeybees.
Charlotte making a switch here. Sexton's checked in. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski's coming in for Hield. Knipple with it. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Knipple's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside, Kuminga. Outside, Butler. 3-pointer, and another 3 for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Sexton for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outside, Butler. Here's Pajemski. He's covered by Ball. Curry fires from way outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
And that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Warriors leading by 10. Outside, Kuminga. Back to Pajemski. Bounce pass, Butler. Green left side. The 3. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Green. He's got 14.
And one of the most competitive players this league has, Butler answering that triple.
Pass to Knipple. Back to Ball. Latrey. And no good that time.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back over to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Butler, following the basket by LaMelo Ball. And the basket is good. Butler's got 16.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Knipple with the bucket. Warriors leading by 11. Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests, but Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes. Diabate's checked in, and Josh Green subbed in for Ball. Then for the Warriors, Horford comes in for Draymond Green. Moody subbed in for Stephen Curry. Moody the pass to Butler. Horford with the screen on Green. To the middle. And finished off by Horford.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Hornets trail by 13. Sexton deciding where to go with it. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Now Pajemski. Scoreless thus far. Let's go. Butler, no good. The Hornets shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Bridges outside. They set the screen. They kick it out to Green. It's up a three. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors leading by 13. Pass to Butler. Kuminga, screen on Green. Butler passes to Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Pajemski, no good from outside.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Here's Bridges. And Moody pulls it down.
Now, he was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Pass to Pajemski. Knipple with it. And it's Horford picking him up. Outside, Sexton. Lets it go with a three. Al Horford with the rebound. Sexton's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Butler kicks to Horford. Now Pajemski. Pass to Butler. 6 to shoot. That one doesn't drop. Hornets trail by 13. Bridges outside. Here's Kneppel. Green with a screen for Kneppel. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Here's Butler. Lays it up and banks it in. Butler's got 18 points in the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Warriors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
You got Josh Green. Sexton is out there with James. Then it's Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Charlotte starts the second half. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
And so he's able to get one of two. So GA Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Now here's James, still without a basket. Pass to Bridges. Warriors with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
Warriors leading by 15. Here's Pajemski. Last time out, he had 13 points. Here's Butler. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
The free throw drops for Butler. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
Pass to Moody. Butler against Green. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And you see him flexing a little bit after that finish. Butler just shrugging off the defense.
Now, here's Bridges. His last outing, 16 points for him. Miller outside. Over Moody. Miller, no luck. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Magic.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Well, if you shoot the ball at 40% or better from the three-point line, you are going to win most games, no matter where you're playing.
And continuing to add to his offense over time, Butler excels at breaking down the defense.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Knuckles checked in for Charlotte. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. And let's see now which shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Podziemski, you know what you're going to get from him day in and day out.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Well, this is an efficient group of two guards. I would trust any of these guys to carry the load for me offensively. Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Picked by Horford. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. Podziemski's got 6 points.
Well, starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
With the step back, Miller scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Now here's Curry. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Miller, no luck.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Podziemski. Pass to Butler. And another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And here's Sexton. Back to Miller. Bridges deciding where to go with it. A three-pointer, no good. Warriors have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. And that one, good. Podziemski's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Hornets. Pass to Miller. Down low. Here's Diabate. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
And so it's Golden State with it. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. To the paint. Here's Diabate. The Warriors pull it in. Horford's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Pajemski. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Here's Knippel. He has 7. Charlotte moving the ball around. Miller outside. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting very healthy, 6 for 9.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Horford sets a screen for Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
And when Jimmy Butler is this confident, he is a nightmare to contain. Butler just takes over games with his scoring.
For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Bridges outside. From outside, off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
Curry with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Now, here's Butler. He's covered closely. And here is Moody. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Miller surveying the floor. Pass to Bridges. Outside, Sexton. Diabate. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Horford the pass to Butler. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Butler's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
So it's the Hornets now. Miller outside. Bridges outside. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the 2-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Here's Curry, following the bucket by the Hornets. Takes the 3. Bridges with the board. The Hornets have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. Launches a 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, this has been far from his best game, and if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
And sometimes it seems like Sexton wants to get hit on the way up. He just embraces the challenge.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for Charlotte, Sexton. One shot.
Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
And here is Ball after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And that's good. LaMelo Ball for 3. Ball's got 9.
There's Ball with the answer. I love the fire this guy plays with.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left now here in the second. Outside for Curry. Pass to Hield. There's the triple. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
Outside, Sexton. Back to Ball. Charlotte moving the ball around. Three-pointer. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Warriors leading by 23. Outside Curry. Back to Green. And he converts the layup.
The defense was there offering resistance, but Green, as usual, was up to the challenge.
Pass to Kneppel. Back to Ball. For the three. Drops in the tray. Ball's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Charlotte.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Curry. 25 points in the game. Here's Hield. He's covered by Ball. Outside Curry. For three, he makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first game. Boy, has he ever.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Curry, and he has 28 points for the game. Jacks up a 3, and the Warriors another 3.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Charlotte Hornets.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
The Warriors shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. And Richard. All right, a chance to check out stats for LaMelo Ball.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Well, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And that one goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Ball.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Ball? Averaging about 19 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
Well, their pass it to Curry. And yes, it's good. Curry's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Warriors. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Curry with it. Pass to Green. Now here's Butler, defended by Bridges. Lays it up off the glass. Butler's got 33.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Now here's Bridges. There's Ball with the three. They get the rebound. They shoot again, and the layup is up and in. He's got 6.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Curry passes to Green. Inside, here's Butler. Makes it off the glass. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
I like the way they've established their offense to start to half. 3 straight makes.
Pass to Kneppel. Back to Ball. This one for 3. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Butler up top, defended by Bridges. Butler passes to Green. And from technical fouls, Tim, to flagrant fouls, it always seems like Draymond Green is walking that line and in the crosshairs.
Walking that line or stomping on that line. I don't know what, but it's where he seems to want to live. You love that competitive fire. You just have to make sure it doesn't cross the line where he hurts his team.
But don't you think he knows exactly what he's doing at all times?
He understands most officials don't want to give him that second technical, that's for sure. And you know, Draymond Green is a fiery personality who plays with relentless energy, and he continues to be an impactful, versatile player even at this stage of his career.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. One of the best defenders of his generation. Tim, do you think Draymond Green will be a surefire Hall of Famer?
Well, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and not to mention a key contributor on 4 Warriors championship teams. Kevin, he will be in the Hall of Fame, no question.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Charlotte calls timeout. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. Number 5, the Warriors.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte moving it around. Bridges, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Curry. Now, here's Green. Here's Butler. Now Hield. Defended by Bridges. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Miller outside. And it's Ball in the corner. Back to Miller. Over Hield. And the Hornets miss again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Curry. Count that one. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Here's Miller. They can't stop the run with that one. Warriors have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Hield can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. Over Butler. And there's Bridges on the assist from Ball. Bridges has got 7.
An under-control player in close. Even when Bridges is under pressure, he just stays committed to his move.
Here's Curry. He has 38 in the game. Pass to Green. And here is Butler. Over Bridges. Butler, no good. And here is Bridges. Defended by Butler. Bridges kicks to Ball. Back to Bridges. Guarded by Green. Now Ball fires the 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Curry against Ball. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Here's Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Miles Bridges.
Butler is a very physical player. He wants to get into your body and draw the whistle.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
And Butler is a leader by example. He's a hard worker who plays his heart out, and he can set the tone for his team, and then he expects them to match that effort.
They set the pick. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to Horford. Now Butler. Now Moody fires it up. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Throws it up high and stolen by Horford. Now here's Moody. He's covered by Ball. Now Moody, still yet to score. Here's Butler. And again, it's the Warriors missing. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Bridges dishes to Sexton. Ball with a wide open look. Again, the Hornets score.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Outside, Kuminga. Off target from outside. The Hornets have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Back to Ball. And he makes good on the layup. Ball's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Pajemski. He's got 10. Outside, Horford. Pass to Butler. To end the cold streak. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Miles Bridges. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's around 18 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
That's right. There's no question he's not their only offensive weapon, but he is a key cog in what they're trying to do.
And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Spencer's checked in.
Just a proven threat from beyond. And Bridges has a good feel for when to fire him from there.
Pass to Pajemski. To the inside. And Kuminga throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Back to Ball. Just 5 on the clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Bridges misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Spencer, the pass to Horford. Some nice passing by Golden State here. A nice shot by Spencer.
And that is the next evolution for Jonathan Kuminga. I want to see more playmaking ability.
Pass the ball. Launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Ball's got 26.
And that's his second 3 of the half and his 5th overall. Really lighting it up.
To the middle. Here's Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
And no chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. With the teardrop, Diabate. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Spencer. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Outside, Horford. That's short off the rim. Hornets trail by 20. Here's Ball. Knappel wide open, and he fires. And a miss there on the triple. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Spencer, the pass to Kuminga. Down low. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Outside, Ball. And the shot goes in. Ball's got 16 here in the second half.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, Horford. Pass to Moody. Here's Pajemski with the fadeaway. Does not get it. Third miss. He's made 4 from the field. Outside, Ball. 1 second left. Drives to the hoop, and he sinks the layup. Ball's got 30. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points, and their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Brandon Miller out there with Sexton. Then it's Knipple, then it's Plumlee, and it's Diabate in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Butler on the way. On the clock, and there it is for him. Butler's got 38 points.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Plumlee sets the pick for Sexton. Off target from three-point range. Warriors leading by 16. Pass to Kuminga. Fades, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
There's Miller with the 3, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Outside, Sexton. Out to Miller. Oh, trying for it. The rebound by Post. Post has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Moody. Good D by Miller.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim. Here's Plumlee, and Moody pulls it down. Warriors leading by 18. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. To the inside, here's Kuminga. Good work there as it goes. Yeah, Kuminga's confidence is growing down there. Now when he gets the ball inside, he's actually looking to capitalize. Miller outside. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is? Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent? That's a good point. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Hornets making a change here. Salon's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Hornets trail by 20. Miller outside. Lets the three fly. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
To the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And we often talk about the importance of setting the table. Curry right there doing a great job.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. They set the pick. The open look here for Sexton. And the 3 off target. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They have a 19-point lead. To the paint. Outside for Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
And it's good for 2.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
Warriors leading by 20. Outside Curry. Pass to Pajemski. They grab their own miss. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Miller outside. From past the arc. The rebound by Post. Post has got 6 rebounds in the game. Curry finds Post. Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Salon. Charlotte has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And here's Sexton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Diabate. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Diabate's got 4 this quarter. Now here's Curry. You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree. Pass to Moody. From downtown, drains the 3-pointer.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Sexton with it. Miller outside. Left block shot on the way. Tries again. Diabate's shot is good.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Inside, Salon. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Now Pajemski. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. Good! Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Hornets have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. There's the pick. Miller outside. And Moody pulls it down.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Here's Curry. Back to Moody. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight. Pass to Miller. Looking to get back on track here. In deep, Sexton drops it in.
Just a creative ball handler. Sexton does a really good job with his change of speeds and direction, keeping the defender off balance.
Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA has done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
Knipple, no good. Golden State's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Curry kicks to Butler. And he gets the bucket. Butler's got 40 points.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Charlotte has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Outside, Sexton. Clock at 6. To the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Pass to Butler. Down low, post, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
I like that decision by Butler to give it up. The pick didn't really free him, but it opened up options.
Charlotte shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Miller with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Shots good by Miller.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts mean you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Warriors leading by 23. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the fourth.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
.131 left in the fourth quarter. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Stephen Curry.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
Here's Sexton. 55 seconds left in the fourth. To the middle, Here's Diabate.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick and roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
And here is Curry. A three ball. And they get it back. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a late second-round pick, but Tim Quinton Post showing he can contribute.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a true 7-footer, and he has proven he is more than comfortable shooting it from the three-point line. He is a proven NBA player.
The first one falls. Some changes for Golden State. Kumingas come in for Butler. Payton comes in for Moody. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brandon Pajemski. Post hits them both. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball, the pass to Bridges. Now, here's Ball. Down low. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Curry deciding where to go with it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game, Allie.
Steph, I know it's still early, but how do you evaluate this team and its ability to go the distance?
In terms of communicating about our principles and how we're going to be successful, trying to chase another championship, we're definitely on the same page. Just a matter of staying focused every night, giving the best effort we can, and just enjoying the journey because it's a long year.
Well, you've been there. You know what it takes. Thanks, Steph.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.